Hey there, welcome back to another cozy late-night exploration of history's hidden corners. Tonight, we're venturing into forbidden places, those spots the world has tried to erase from maps, memory, or access altogether. These aren't fictional lost worlds, they're real locations sealed off for reasons ranging from deadly dangers and tragic pasts to government secrets and cultural protection. What makes them so magnetic? The keep out barrier sparks endless questions. Is it safety or something they're hiding? We'll dive deep into 5, unpacking the full stories layer by layer, the facts from records, the eyewitness accounts, the official lines, the wild theories, and the messy human implications that linger today. I'll keep it relaxing, like whispering tales by a crackling fire, with a dash of dark humor to cut the tension. No rush, no scares, just intriguing puzzles to mull over as you unwind. Let's start with the most isolated place on Earth, where outsiders are met with arrows, not welcomes. Some places don't fade with time. They aren't forgotten. They're erased. Scattered across the world are locations you are not allowed to visit. No tourists, no adventurers, no second chances. Entire islands and settlements where life once thrived and then stopped, frozen by fear, politics, or tragedy. Officially, these places are sealed for safety or environmental protection or cultural preservation. Unofficially, their histories are far stranger and far darker than anyone is allowed to see. Take, for example, North Sentinel Island, a tiny speck of jungle in the Bay of Bengal. Ringed by coral reefs sharp enough to wreck a boat, it is home to one of the last uncontacted tribes on Earth, the Sentinelese. For tens of thousands of years, they have lived entirely disconnected from the modern world. They hunt with bows and arrows, fish with spears, gather what they need, and fiercely defend their home. Anyone who approaches is met with arrows, and the Indian government enforces a strict no-contact policy, not to punish outsiders, but to protect the tribe from diseases that could wipe them out in days. Despite the warnings, outsiders have tried. In 2018, an American missionary ignored the boundaries. He believed he had a right to contact them. He never returned. His body was seen briefly, dragged across the beach, and then lost to the jungle. That boundary is now absolute. North Sentinel remains completely closed, a living civilization erased from the eyes of the world, preserved by isolation and fear. The story of the Sentinelese is not just one of danger, it's a reminder that sometimes protection and erasure are the same thing. The tribe survives precisely because the rest of the world cannot touch them. Their lives continue entirely unseen. Across the oceans, closer to Venice, sits Poveglia Island. At first glance, it is small, overgrown, and forgotten, a mere dot on the lagoon. But Poveglia has a history steeped in death. During the Black Death, it became a dumping ground for plague victims, bodies stacked and burned to prevent contamination. Later, it was turned into a mental asylum, a place where patients were confined, experimented on, and forgotten. Survivor accounts speak of screams echoing through the ruins. Legends tell of doctors driven mad, of suicides from the bell tower, and of restless spirits haunting the island. Today, Poveglia is completely off-limits. Boats avoid it. Structures are unsafe, but locals whisper that the island is cursed. Half the soil is human ash, and some say, if you listen closely, you can still hear the echoes of centuries past. Even now, the air seems heavy with history. The island's silence is not peace, it is memory, frozen and untouchable. Here, erasure is literal. Entire lives, entire communities removed from the map of the living. And yet, these forbidden places pull at us. We want to know what's hidden behind the barriers. We want to see, to explore, to uncover. But sometimes, the very act of erasure is the story itself. From the shadows of the Venetian lagoon, we travel east to the sea-bound concrete fortress of Hashima Island, also known as Gunkanjima, or Battleship. From the shadows of the Venetian lagoon, we travel east to the sea-bound concrete fortress of Hashima Island, also known as Gunkanjima, or Battleship Island. Rising from the waves like a steel and concrete leviathan, Hashima was once of the most densely populated places on Earth. In the late 19th century, coal was discovered, and the island transformed into a vertical city. Thousands of workers and their families lived in packed high-rise apartments. Schools, hospitals, cinemas, and shops lined narrow concrete streets. Life was regimented, but self-contained. For a while, the island seemed invincible, a monument to industry, ambition, and human endurance. Then, during World War II, forced laborers, many of them Korean, were brought under brutal conditions. Hundreds died from exhaustion, accidents, and malnutrition. When the coal ran out in 1974, the population left almost overnight. Meals left on tables, classrooms frozen mid-lesson, bicycles rusting in hallways. The city was abandoned, leaving behind a time capsule of daily life. Today, tourists can visit only a small fenced path, while most of Hashima remains off-limits. Officially, it's for safety. Unofficially, it's a place of memory, where the ghosts of industrial ambition, human suffering, and political erasure linger. Halfway around the world, in Cyprus, lies Varosha, a city that once glittered with luxury. In the 1970s, it was a bustling resort, packed with hotels, boutiques, and tourists, including international celebrities. Then, war broke out. Residents fled, believing they would return in days. They never did. The city was fenced off, abandoned, and frozen in time. Cars remain in driveways, dinner tables are set, clothes still hang in closets, buildings slowly crumble. Nature creeps in between streets, reclaiming what humanity left behind. For decades, no one could enter. Some areas have reopened, but the core remains restricted, a city preserved in limbo. Varosha is a haunting reminder of how political events can instantly erase everyday life. These forbidden places, North Sentinel, Poveglia, Hashima, Varosha, they share one thing in common. They are erased from easy understanding. They are frozen snapshots of human history, danger, and resilience. They pull at our curiosity because their stories are incomplete, because the truth is just out of reach. In our connected world, we can glimpse these places from satellites, drones, or photographs, but we cannot truly walk their streets, touch their soil, or understand the lives that once flourished there. And maybe that is the point. Some doors are closed for safety. Others are closed to protect history, culture, or even conscience. And some, perhaps, are closed because the world is not ready to face what happened behind them. Forbidden places are not just locations on a map. They are warnings, memories, and mysteries. They remind us that history is never neat. It leaves loose ends, it leaves questions, and sometimes the act of erasure itself becomes the most haunting story of all. So when you see a distant island or a fenced city in photographs, remember, someone, somewhere, decided you should not go there. And the stories it hides are waiting, silent, erased, but never gone.